Well, first I want to show you how to set up your Microsoft Word and what you have. So I come here, mine is Word 2013, and I know that because that's how it's marked. And it's going to, each one will be a little different. The first thing I want to show you how 13 comes up. It has all these templates you can use. And for example, you come into education, it gives you some other ones. And as you know, I'm a Google guy, so I would be looking how to put these up in Google because the ability to share them so differently. But it says there's 250 ones here, and I would say the strength of these would be if you're going to print them. Microsoft Word would be the way to go. So I'm just going to go with a blank one for now because I want to just teach you this. So here's the first thing you're going to do is set up your Microsoft Word. You see I don't have hardly any tabs up here, a few here. And so first thing we do is come here to File, down to Options. In the options, the first thing in General, I want you to, instead of take DSU out of here, put your name, either initials or like I put Dr. Fegan in here, and then kind of look through this, what other things you would possibly check. It wants to know what your default programs are here, things like that, but look through this part, and maybe stop now and do this much of it. When you're done, you come back, and now let's look at the ribbons. And this is what you'll need on here, the different ribbons. This one is normally defaulted as unchecked, and you'll need to check that. You'll want that on there, right? And now look at it, jumps in here, and you're going to need this for some things that I'm going to show you later. So developer, but do you need all of these? Do you want to clean this up? These are the default ones. Like this reference one I may not ever use, or I can always put it back. Or you know, mailings is a good thing if you use this. Google has a add-on that you can use to do mailings, but you can, the strength here is you can choose them from your contact list in your Outlook, which, you know, my stuff's all in Google. But you again, you can put this back, but you may want to clean this up a little. You might use this. You certainly would use the insert, but you can take anything out of here. So let's go back to options and to this ribbon, and I'm going to unclick references and mailings and tell it OK, and see how it cleaned that up a little bit. Now let's populate this tab up here for quicker access, and there's two ways to go at this. For example, you can, we get to like reviewing the pen here, you can just simply right mouse it and put it up there like that. What else? Like you're going to use this, put this up here. Those two you will be using. Anything of any of these here you can do that to. For example, shapes. We're going to use that, so I'm going to add that up there. And I don't think you can get any smaller. For example, if I want specifically the flow ones, I don't think I can do that. I think I have to do this whole thing. Customize quick. Yeah, it takes you here. So the other place to do this is here, options again, and this time quick access ribbons here. So now you see what we have up here, and this is where you can move them up and down too, depending what order you want them. Like one that I want up here is save as. I use that one a lot. So I come down here to save as, add. I don't want it there, I want it up here. It's probably the first one I use. Okay, so look through these. What else do you think you'll use? Like this, I like that up here. I can put that down a little bit so I can just reach up there and hit that. Track changes. So look through this. What else would you use? Do you use print? Paste, if you do that. Whatever you're going to use regularly or use regularly, you set this up with. All right. And even some common ones like colors and those, if you want those on there. Do you do tables? Do tables in there. cut, copy those. So look what happens when I set this down. Here those things are up there for me now. And I can remove them. Just simply tell it to remove. And from time to time you can alter that. And now they're there. You don't have to put those on each time you've got them. And the same way with PowerPoint, the same way with Excel, anything in Microsoft now, you can adjust that up there. You can do that. You have to come in here and go through these options to access that, or right mouse them up there. Okay. And they've come a ways here. Look through these tabs a little bit with you. The different things here are somewhat traditional. Inserts changed a little bit. You can create a cover page or pictures, and it takes you out to find that, or a table. Again, you can right mouse that if you want. If you want tables up there, or an online picture is a new thing for them, where you put the URL in instead of the actual picture. And what it does is keeps it from getting so heavy. This is interesting because they don't have Google in here to search with. These are somewhat the same, like a screenshot, and then it tells you to go take a screenshot. This is their store, my apps, and now Wikipedia stuff in here. You can put something that they've come quite a ways on this. This one is interesting here, an online video. Watch what I do when I get this. It does allow me to YouTube to search, or you can embed a code here. Just paste the code and it'll drop that in there. The only thing, just know some of that kind of makes this a big file, but they're trying to catch up to the world here. Comment, we'll use that a little bit later. I'm going to right mouse that up there, so I have that. Here's text box, and some of these from other things. And like I say, design is a whole nother world. If you want a watermark under it, and what you see what watermark is, you may never use that. The reason you use watermarks, and let me just show you what when you click on watermark. The reason you'd use watermark, and I'm going to make a custom one. The reason you make custom one is, you make watermarks because it would be harder to copy it then, to make a photocopy of it or something. So I'm going to do here, instead of ASAP, I maybe put my name under it, so that if people make a copy, they see that, and I can pick whatever font I want, like that. All right, and a color here, you can have different colors, but it kind of has this, the semi-transparent, diagonal, however you want it. Now watch when I apply, it looks like this, and so it makes it harder to copy without seeing where it came from. So that's under watermark. And so just know that if you ever want something that maybe that you don't want people to make copy without being able to see where it came from, you would go put a watermark behind it. And page layout is how to set up the page, and you're familiar. These are somewhat traditional from before. Review, here it has the spelling, the inking things, new comments, things like that we'll look at, and different ways to view it, like a web layout and stuff. And then this developer tab, which is a whole nother level of stuff. So some of this we'll use, and I'm just taking a little spin. So here's what I want you to do with this now. After you get this set up, and all this done with your name and stuff in it. So here's what I'm going to have you do. First, put your name here, so we get that in the shot, and then use the snipping tool right here. And if you don't have snipping tool, watch what I do now. I'm going to capture all this. I want to capture everything I have up there like this. Now, a couple things you can do with snipping tool. Of course, you can save it, or you can copy and paste it. What I'm going to have you do, obviously you can mark it up too if you want. And so do like that, and now save it. When you go this, it'll allow you to place the save, and where I'm going to have you save it is in the Dropbox that you shared with me. Share it right in there. And for example, this one here, this is the one you shared with me. You would put that in there. So, and the name you would give it is Word Screen. Word spelled like this. Okay. Like that. And then you have it, then I'll see that you have that. That's the first thing. And then the other thing you're going to do is pull this down so I can see this, that you found this and did it. It has your name and stuff. And again, screen capture this. And do the same. Screen capture personalized. So you have two screen captures for this. Now what if you don't have Snipping Tool? Well, it's a free download, and I think you can do it for Mac too. What am I doing here? A Snipping Tool for Mac. Let's see. I know they have them both. Let's see. Yeah, iTunes or tool like Snipping Tool, and there is certainly for download for Windows. Download the Snipping Tool. So if you don't have Snipping Tool, go ahead and download it. It's free. It says it's free and fast, always available. And I pin it to my bar because I use it all the time down here. Also, if you can't figure out Snipping Tool, you can do it some other way. But you want, for this first one, 2 screen captures for this. All right.